Hi everyone, and welcome to our channel, Alki and Ice. I got a few questions from some of you regarding Alki's essentials, and I thought I'd go through everything he has, also anything new that I recently purchased because Alki's growing and things don't fit anymore. That said, we just received an amazing new package from our favorite Canadian brand, Peachy Dogs. They are Quebec based and female led and produce beautiful, gorgeous, stylish and also modern accessories for dogs and their humans. So very excited to share that with you guys. So I'll tell you a bit more about that later. So for Alki's essentials, I'll be doing 4 categories. First, his basics, then home essentials, and also travel essentials, and finally food essentials. I'll run you through everything he has had ever since he was 8 weeks old, so when I got him up until now. And by the way, he is 12 weeks old today, so yay! First of all, he has his leash, a regular one from RC Pets, who are, I believe, Canadian based as well. He also had a very small, lightweight harness that we actually got for Suke, but then the cat grew up and it didn't fit anymore. So Alki had this lightweight harness for about 3 to 4 weeks, and then he outgrew it. So we had to transition to another color, which is actually waterproof and worked incredibly well. That said, he again is growing too fast, so I have to change it. And this is where Peachy Dogs come into play. I did a few stories on our Instagram showing you the unboxing and also kind of like showcasing the leash and collar. So I got a medium-sized collar. I'm just like planning ahead. It is big right now on him, but at least I know I got it covered for the next month. And then you can also get a leash with that. I love how the hardware is minimalist and very high quality. I love the black and the beige contrast, so very excited for him to use that in a few weeks. And then of course you need some rags and towels. We are very deep in winter, so every time I bring Alki back from his walk, he's kind of wet and his paws are very humid, so I just like use a rag or a towel and just wipe him off clean and dry very quickly. So I just keep a rag in the entryway so that it comes in really handy whenever we come in. You don't need anything fancy. You can have obviously specific towels for your dogs. That said, I just wanted to use something that I have already instead of buying more. And then other basic essentials that I got for him was first the puppy shampoo from Burt's Bees. I also got 2 combs. Actually, I got this comb and then this one, the Furminator, which we had already for Suke. And of course, the instrument of torture for many dogs is the nail clipper. We also have the grinder, but he doesn't really like this one because of the noise and it's kind of like a weird tool for him. So I think he's getting more used to the clipper. I definitely got some Shiba screams from him when clipping his nails, but it's just something I need to work on the weekly, just to make him more comfortable with the whole process. And then some of you asked about how I got to get him used to wearing his collar. That is something that I never really thought about. I just made him wear his lightweight harness from day one. So ever since I got him, I just made him wear it all day long and removing the harness when he was going into his crate for the night. And then something else that really helped with that is making the puppy wear a bandana. So I got this one from his breeder. She included this double-faced Canadian themed bandana, and it's very lightweight. I just put it on him so that he's just used to wearing something around the neck that is not too, you know, big or heavy on him. So I would definitely recommend that. And then the fun basics are obviously the toys. Now, I was under the impression that I needed an extreme amount of toys. That said, I quickly realized that the toys I needed the most are a variety in terms of texture. So I would recommend getting plush toys. They can be crinkly, they can also be squeaky. Rubbery ones are very convenient because Shiba Inus are super chewers, like I mentioned previously. So I would definitely recommend rubbery toys. Speaking of rubbery toys, go to our Kong as well. Aoki loves his frisbee. Also this one. Eee! Hold on. Aye! But I would usually put some. Hold on, love. Sit. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. I would usually put some kibbles and then a bit of water, then pop it in the freezer so that he can have it as kind of a slow feeding meal whenever I am in a meeting. And as you can tell, he loves his frisbee. We would use that in the snow and go crazy with it. So if I had to recommend a frisbee, definitely this one. It's very soft for puppies, so that's great. And very sturdy, especially for Aoki's shark teeth. Okay, sit. 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 Good boy. Go get it. One toy I could not recommend enough, which was actually a suggestion, not a suggestion, it was actually a gift from his breeder, is this one, again from Kong. It is extremely high quality and very durable. He had this toy ever since we got him, meaning it is 2 months old and going strong. If you remember, Crispy the llama from our first videos is just long gone. It was not sturdy enough. So if I had to recommend a plush toy for a puppy, I would definitely recommend this turtle from Kong. I got this pole balm recently from Amazon, but I believe they are Canadian based. Yes, made in Canada. It's basically natural wax that I just rub on Aoki's paws whenever we go out for kind of a long walk. Not a long walk really, because he just recently started walking, but whenever they put salt on the sidewalk because of the snow and the ice. So definitely this one is my go-to. It has vitamin E, shea butter, candelia wax, coconut oil, and olive oil. And that's it. Hey baby, look! Something else that has been great for Aoki to chew on is his nylabone and also his antler. Those two are amazing for him to chew on. And he also has different bones that he can enjoy. By the way, this is his toy box that I just leave in the living room, so he can just like pick and choose whatever he wants to play with. Oh, you want to play? We can move on now to home essentials. Aoki growing up so fast, he has kind of like outgrew his water bowl, and Peachy Dogs has been kind enough to send us a pair of the most beautiful dog bowls. They are handcrafted in Quebec, so completely handmade locally, and they are extremely beautiful. They are kind of lacquered in the inside and matte in the outside. They sent a set of 2 large ones, but they do have a smaller size. I know. You're thirsty, huh? Here you go. Here you go. He loves water. Cheers! And of course, the biggest home essentials that you can have is first the crate, second the pen, which are completely different things. The crate I use specifically for him to sleep in, and whenever I need to go out, run an errand, or go out for dinner, I just put him in the crate with a bone. The longest I've left him so far is I think 4 hours. And then I usually leave him for 30 minutes, an hour, depending on the errand itself. But yeah, start with a kind of medium-sized high because they tend to climb sometimes. And Shiba Inus are very smart in that sense. And don't forget to get a crate that has this puppy separation where you can just place the separation depending on your puppy size so that they can get used to the pen. Fourth home essential would be the playmat and blankies. So far I've had this mat that is, I don't think it's meant to be double-sided, but I just love the gray color as well. I have 2 of those that I'm using, one in the office and then the second in the living room. Aoki usually naps on the playmats. He loves it. Actually don't have a dog bed yet. I know it might sound bad, but I just wanted him to get used to his crate before getting a bed. But I'm definitely shopping around for a bed. If you know any cool brands that make beautiful and sturdy beds, please let me know because I'm shopping around right now. So drop a comment in the description box. As for blankies, I'm just using what I had at hand again. I didn't want to buy anything new, specifically that I knew that he would probably pee or poo on the blankies, being a puppy. Of course, because their bladder are not fully developed yet. If you have spare blankies, just use them. It's really up to you. Moving on to travel essentials. I don't have a lot of those. The first one is the dog bed. Some people like using a booster. I just got a medium-sized bed from HomeSense and just placed it in the back seat. And then I just use a seat belt. I have one in the car. Basically, you just clip it to their collar and just buckle him up. Moving on to the very last category, which is about food and treats. The treats I got are all single ingredient. They are very low in calories because I do use some of them whenever I am training Aoki or clipping his nails or trying to bathe him, which is not a battle I've won so far, but I love Great Jacks and he loves it too. Another treat that I love also are dental sticks or fruit sticks. He loves the apple one here, and this one is a mint flavored dental stick. Also, if you have mason jars, this is just great to store any treat. Duck foot is his favorite. He also loves trachea and cod liver skin. You love it, don't you? You want one, huh? I've been kind of shaking it in his face and he's like, what you doing? I want one. Speak. Don't be shy. You can't do that. That's rude. Speak. Good boy. I love you. Can you pound it? Yes. Touch. Yes. Yes. Up. Yes. Also want to talk about food accessories. So I got a bunch that I love. Obviously the lick mats have been extremely popular these days. Great enrichment. I usually use them whenever I have a meeting and I need him to be quiet. It keeps him very busy. The other enrichment toy I love, of course, is the Kong, but also again Kong. So this one is, I believe, his favorite. I would, of course, stuff little kibble-sized pieces here and also fill it up in there. Basically, the point of this story is so that he can just like move it around and roll it on the ground so that little pieces just fall up. He would get obsessed with it. With time, he got so much better at it. It takes him easily 5 to 10 minutes, not even 5 minutes tops to finish the whole bowl. Obviously, my go-to if you're training your dog would be the treat pouch that I mentioned in the training video, but again, this one is my favorite so far just because of the magnetic opening and closing. I will relink this in the description box below. Last one here, his puzzle. This is my savior when I'm eating dinner. Which one you want? This one or this one? Okay. But yeah, I was saying savior when I'm having dinner. Just put a bit of treats in there, cover it up, and he basically needs to figure it out and move the pieces around. I actually lost a piece of the puzzle, which you put here in the middle, and it's a plate that covers part of it. I probably threw it away in the recycling by mistake, but it does the job perfectly still. This puzzle, I believe, is a level 3, which is quite advanced for a puppy. That said, I chose this one specifically because I know he's extremely smart and he gets things very easily. So I just need something that is challenging. Every time I put it on the ground, he gets it. It'll take him 5 minutes. So I just put tiny pieces at a time, and then he just redoes it a bunch of times. But still, I think that I need to buy more puzzles because he's too smart. Now I want to talk about essentials that were mentioned in some YouTube videos and some articles online, but I didn't end up buying because in my situation, I didn't believe they would benefit my puppy or me. The first one is the pet cam. Now I am working from home sometimes and I do bring him to the office, so now I don't really require a pet cam for now. That said, if I need to leave him for, I don't know, 8 hours, eventually when he's older I might get one, but as of today I don't require one, so didn't get any. The second essential that is not essential for me is a slow feeder. If he eats, whoop, I forgot there was water in there. If he eats from a bowl, he eats very fast, too fast, where he would puke the food after some time. That said, I would hand feed or just put it in the little bowl, but I will definitely be using the bowl when I'll introduce raw food. Third non-essential I did hint before is the dog bed. That said, he has started to using the dog bed we have in office, which is actually his besties, Queen Elizabeth. We'll see how it goes in a few weeks. The last non-essentials are dog wipes. First, because they are extremely polluting, I'd rather use rags like I mentioned before. They do the job perfectly. I just throw them in the washing machine twice a week. Wipes are just, they're convenient if you're on the go, but then again, it depends on your lifestyle. The very last thing I want to share that is not an essential for everyone, but it is for me, is my Dyson vacuum and also my iRobot. Having 2 pets is extremely messy in terms of hair loss, as you can imagine. So definitely, if you can get a robot cleaner, whether it is iRobot or not, definitely worth the investment because I save so much time. I just need to make sure that there are no toys around or that mats are put away. And then it's just good to go. And there you have it, the essentials for Aoki ever since he was 8 weeks old up until now. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, or if I missed something. And also I have a discount code for you guys to enjoy from Peachy Dogs. You can shop their dog accessories, any home essentials. They have some amazing little treats that you can get. So make sure to check them out. Aoki's code is Aoki15. Again, it will be linked down below. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up. It will help us so much. Also subscribe if you want to see more of us in the future. If you want to be notified on any new content, click the bell. It'll send you notifications for anything new we post. Thank you so much and see you later. Ouch.
I love you. I love you. I love you too.
You love saying that with Gumbo makeup. Like that? He does like this?
Sharp teeth.